All yours, sir.
Sure. I'll start by just asking about the casting process on Walking Dead. When they hire you, do they tell you there's an egg timer, or do they leave it open ended and you get a couple episodes, you think, yeah, I'm doing all right, and then you find out?
The latter.
Yeah.
Next question.
I just want to know that you used to. I'm assuming you were a rocker at one point.
That's so interesting. I was a star in a rock musical that did not leave the Forest Theater in Philadelphia. But it does say on certain of my bios that I was a rocker.
Yeah.
Which I find so interesting.
And apparently has a lot to do with your hair. That's what it says. I'm like, huh.
Excellent. I sing for a living. I sing on television now. I'm on Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I'm the mother of the Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Oh, amazing.
I have a 5-page solo called Where's the Bathroom? If you'd like to see it, just go on www.tovahfeldshuh.com.
Wicked.
Just check out my website. The most important thing I have to tell you, and I'm begging you to publicize it. He's so quiet that he doesn't want to dominate the space or anything. Okay, so in all events, I'm coming back to Toronto June 5th through June 19th to do the biggest hit of my Broadway career, the Broadway show Golda's Balcony about Middle East politics. I'll be playing the Prime Minister of Israel. So she's a size 16, I'm a size 4'6". She's 168 pounds and 80 years old, and I'm 39. And I'll be at the Greenwin, Greenwin, Greenwin Theater. So I would love all of Toronto to come, because you're not going to have an opportunity to see it in the theater that size very often. I usually play 1,000 seats.
Nice.
So I'm thrilled to be here for 2 weeks, and only for 2 weeks. And I take this out. I own the rights to the play, but I take this out once a year. And you're the once a year. It's not like I'm going to be all over the map doing it. Mostly I'm here at these kind of conventions.
Very cool.
Now, the spirit of Comic-Con is about geeking out, connecting with fans. Can you tell us one of the most memorable fan experiences you've had, especially since in The Walking Dead has exposed you to such a wide-scale audience?
Well, it's interesting to do Comic-Cons and Walker Stalker conventions, and what's the other one they put me? Wizard, all over the United States, because people's behavior patterns are different. This is my first time I've crossed the borders, but I love being here at this Comic-Con. You have the most polite, well-bred fans who must be absolutely horrified when they cross south of the border. So in certain cities, everybody asks for a hug. Now, I happen to be a very warm-hearted person, but get away from me, please. What? It doesn't mean I don't love people. I love people. After all, I'm on Broadway. My livelihood has been in live entertainment. So it's just that they did a study of the most unpopular children in kindergartens. It's people who break space. In other words, they go, it's really nice to meet you. So I'm very grateful not to have that situation here in Toronto. And also, interestingly enough, they set up the table so the fans can't get around for the hug. I didn't realize it. I said, oh my God, I'm on a dais. So it was really interesting. And, I teach sometimes. I teach at Yale. And I say, look, kids, we're in a business where the customer's always right. We're at Neiman Marcus, so usually about live entertainment. If you're up on the stage and the audience is rustling their programs, you're lying. You're doing something wrong. You're losing them. If you're losing them, there's a problem. And in film, there's a problem with editing, problem with telling the truth, etc. I'm not in a rush. We're okay. It's like the lurker here. What am I saying now? I was talking about, So, you try to be good-natured about these things, but when you go south, there's a lot of, can I have a hug? And then the other thing for me, I'm a classical actress. I was trained at the Guthrie by people from Stratford. Michael Langham had come down from Stratford, and I was the spear carrier to Len Cariou, Frank Langella, Christopher Plummer. I came to Broadway with Christopher Plummer in Syria.
Nice.
And we went from the Guthrie to the Royal Alex, to the Colonial, and into the Palace. So
Wow.
I played Toronto. I played that play, and now I'm going to go back and do that. And I did Ragtime at the Ford. I
Wow.
played Emma Goldman, but I wasn't quite chubby enough. They asked me to play it for 11 months, and I had little children. I said, are you out of your mind? And children will be growing like weeds. So that's where we are. And then one time, it's a really interesting thing. So interesting. So the only other wild experience I've had, I have had people come up to me, which was my first Walker Stalker convention. Don't forget, I'm from the classical theater where people say, Miss Feldshuh, may I have your autograph? They call you Miss whatever, and they're paying $175 a piece to see you walk around a stage in New York. And they don't go, hey, Tovah, you know. Or in the case of a fan out there, they went, Tovah. I said, tuna. A fan came up to me, as I'm sure everybody, they came up to me and they said, hello, I said, oh God, oh God. And it wasn't a special child, it was somebody being a walker. So that was
In character.
That was an in-character walker. That's all.
Uncomfortable.
What else?
Wow.
Any other questions?
I was going to ask to follow up on your stage experience because it seems that sci-fi, fantasy, horror attracts a lot of people who have stage experience. And why do you think that
We're
is?
chosen.
Yeah.
I did not pursue this job. I was chosen for it, and they said, well, head of civilization. Don't forget, when you audition for The Walking Dead, you don't get a script.
Oh, really?
I auditioned with a script where I was the head of the CIA, and I was incarcerated. And I remember, because the scene was so good, I was incarcerated, and I said, you know, with the reader, I said, I really suggest you let me out of here. And he said, no. I said, well, I can tell you have about 60 seconds to do that, because I know that you're going to die, I know how you're going to die, and I know that you won't be with me if you don't let me go within this time frame. And then I went to the Galapagos. I finished the audition. It was in a cinder block area. I said, this is the end of my career. I'm in a closet with a 22-year-old and a camera, and I mean, it's over, right? You know? So
Or a whole new career.
I'm an adventure traveler. I make my money and I spend it. I'm going to rural China next month.
Oh, wow.
And then I'm coming here. May is in rural China with tribes. I'm going to be with tribes. Tibetan tribes? No. Chinese tribes. Okay. And then June is with you guys.
That's amazing.
So I went to the Galapagos, and I got a call from my secretary saying, Tovah, he's from Carolina, I think you got a job. And I was on the expeditionary ship, and then I spoke to Scott Gimple, and he offered me the role.
Wow.
Yeah, it was exciting, thrilling. And I said to him, you know what I said to him? I said, Mr. Gimple, I know you're the #1 show in the world. I haven't had the honor of watching it because I'm close enough to death I don't have to watch the world. I said, my mother has recently died, so if this part is meaningful and dimensional and makes an impression and really serves your series, if whatever episode you have me in, I have at least one major scene that makes a difference, then I accept this position. If it doesn't, give it to another actress my age, because they will appreciate it, and I cannot waste my time. I can't do it. And he said, Miss Feldshuh, I promise I will take care of you. And he did.
Oh, that's amazing.
Right down to the walker thing. I thought my exit. Did you see that episode yet where I become a walker, and my son finds me, and he kills me, and then there's a shot by going, and then he holds me like the Pietà, like Mary and Jesus, and then he buries me. I was very touched by it. I didn't expect it to do as well as it did.
Wow.
It did very well. The New York Times picked it up and was extremely complimentary to our work. I was very happy.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Are you okay?